What comes to your mind when someone asks you to deliver a speech? A lot, right? You worry what you need to do, what are you going to say? And one of them is speech preparation. We all struggle preparing speeches. And most of us spend so many hours and we still unable to come up a clear speech. As we have asked to have a speech, we need to write a topic. And you might find yourself with an opportunity to speak to a small group, offer a seminar on a conference, or give a talk on the radio, or even an interview on a TV. And you have to write at least or prepare a short or a long speech. And how would be nice to master the structure of speech and come up with a complete and clear speech and not to struggle and spend so many hours just to prepare a speech. I live in the United States for over 26 years now, I should say, and I overcome this fear when it comes to writing a speech. Every Sunday, I was assigned to teach older people in Sunday school, and in addition to that, I become the trainer on our department for over 2 years. And I've been using these structures when I have to prepare speeches and talk with my coworkers or these people that I teach in Sunday school. And today I will be discussing how to lay structure for a successful speech. And I will explain 3 parts of speech that includes the introduction, the body, and the conclusion. First, I will be discussing the introduction of the speech. Introduction, you have to state the topic of your speech. This is where you tell the audience the main points of your speech. This is where you say what you are going to speak to about. And introduction needs to be brief and direct to the point. And there are several ways that can be done. 6 main components of effective speech are: first, attention. Attention is designed to get your listeners' attention. You have to motivate listeners to listen attentively. In attention, the wording should be refined and practiced. You have to consider the tone and mode. And there are 8 attention-gaining strategies. These are asking a question, create a suspense, perform or motivate an action, reference someone in the audience, tell a joke or tell a story, use a quotation, use a startling statement. The second one is listener relevance cue. To keep your audience interest, you must tell them why the topic is important. You must find a way to get audience involved and be connected in your speech. The third one is a speaker credibility statement. As a speaker, you need to establish your qualification. You need to establish a trust. You must have you have to let your audience feel that you have the qualification and you are well educated about the topic that you are letting them know. You need to let the audience believe that you have their best interest. And the fourth is a statement to set the context. This repair to describe the background, circumstance, and situation that surround the topic. And the fifth is thesis. The thesis must be clearly stated. You have to make a statement that is easy to remember for your audience. And last is preview statement. You have to inform and identify audience about the main point of your speech. And by using previews such as topical and chronological, these 2 examples simply identify the main points of your speech. Now let's go to the second part of the speech, which is the body of the speech. Body of the speech always be the longest part of your speech, and it must contain large information and needs to be clearly organized. Why needs to be clearly organized? Chances are your audience will forget information if it's not in order, if you're not going to organize it. And it would be helpful for them to remember all of them. And the third that I will be discuss with you with regards to the body of the speech is the conclusion. Conclusion must contain some strongest material. it must summarize the main part of your speech. You have to leave positive information for your audience to remember. And conclusion should be completed by restatement of thesis or claim, summaries the key ideas, action strategies, and clinchers. Leaving your audience with a clear feeling will help them to remember what is the main point of your speech. And knowing this specific element can enhance the effectiveness of your speech. And to have a successful speech, it became easy and quick when this three part of speeches is mastered. And like what I show you, three part of speeches that includes the introduction, the body, and the conclusion. And remembering this three part of a speech when trying to construct a speech, it would be simple and quick and easy if this three part of speech were mastered. This will help you make a successful speech. Thank you.